To mark BC Heritage Week and the 100th anniversary of Parks Canada and BC's provincial parks, Metro Vancouver Park staff hosted an afternoon celebrating the pioneer roots of Derby Reach Regional Park.
So we're celebrating green spaces, and since they're managed by all levels of government, we're happy to celebrate regional parks as well.
Over 230 people attended the event, which featured storytellers, old-time fiddle music, and a chance to enjoy the 18th century equivalent of a marshmallow roast.
Today we are going to pretend it is a year in the 1800s. Are they dressed as voyageurs? That must be remedied.
People of the Stolo First Nation have inhabited the area for thousands of years. In 1827, they were joined by settlers and Hudson's Bay Company fur traders, who built the original Fort Langley on this site.
But one important thing to note, if you are married, the knot is on your right. If you are single, the knot is on your left. Parks Canada this year is celebrating its centennial as a Parks Canada agency, which is the oldest park service in the world. And it's a great year to kick it off, being 2011 and knowing that just 100 years ago this was already in the minds of politicians and Canadians to start preserving natural and historic places. Excellent! Ladies, take note.
Tim Watkins of the Royal Engineers Living History Group described the role the engineers played in settling the area and gave a demonstration of his replica Lee Enfield muzzle-loading rifle, the typical firearm for the Royal Engineers of that time period.
I'm going to go out facing out over the bank here, and I'll load and fire one, and then I'll do one at full speed. Bite the top off the cartridge, pour the powder down the barrel, and then there would be a bullet sat at the bottom like the one I showed you. I would put that in, ram it down, and then come to the ready.
Is this some kind of like bread or something like that?
Yeah, so this is like a biscuit, and this is the type of bread that they would have made a really long time ago.
Another popular activity, especially for the children, was a chance to cook bannock over the campfire.
What's in it?
So it's mostly water, flour, and a little bit of vegetable shortening, salt, sugar, and baking powder.
I'd say it tastes like strawberries, like mixed with like bread. Yeah, something like that.
Now we portage! You don't want to stray too far away from the rest of your brigade because you have to remember, after Fort Alexandria, we are in grizzly bear country. Well, I've always been an advocate of knowing your own backyard, so people should be coming to visit and know what's just outside their doorsteps. Lots of historic sites and places and knowledge about the history of Canada. Even though it's a fairly young country compared to the rest of the world, it's got a lot of history behind it.
The parks, trails, and day use areas are open year-round, with camping facilities available from March to October.